Today we'll learn how to add a watermark to thousands of video at scale using an API programmatically. Great stuff. Okay, so let me open a workflow. Let's name it Watermark, and then let's trigger it manually. There you go. We trigger it manually. Then we go to eronol.com. Here, if you go to the documentation, you will see that there is an overlay API which adds a text or an image on top of a video as per your instructions here. All right, let's do it. So the first thing we have to do is we have to call this API. So let's see, HTTP request, and what is it? It's post request. So we will do that. Add it here, post request, and then we need to send headers. Then we have to authenticate with generic header auth, and you can create your header auth with eronol.com. Remember, the header auth is very simple. Just put X API key and then your API key. In order to get your API key, just register yourself. Go to your dashboard, click on API key here, and then you can copy it from here by after creating it. So that's done. After that, we have to send this payload to this request. So let's say send body JSON using JSON and then payload, and let's open up it into full. So this is my publicly accessible video, and as you can see, it doesn't have any kind of image or anything. So I'm gonna copy this URL, put it here. Let's say I want to add a text here, and then the video is basically 16-second long, so I want it to be all the way to and then start second 0, font size, let's say put it to 100, top right, and font color red. Awesome, that's great, it's done. And as you can see on the API documentation, that after every API call, it creates a job, and then it returns back with the job ID. In order to understand what's the status of this particular job, you have to hit the status API. So we're gonna create one status and call here. There you go, and then job ID, and then obviously we will have to authenticate with generic. So again, we will use the same header auth with eronol. But before doing this, I would say let's do a wait for like say 5 seconds, because you know it's always a good idea to wait for a while, then check the status. If the status is completed, so if we go back to this and we see that if the job status completed, then it's better. So we will drag the status parameter here. If it is not completed, we'll go back into the loop, check the status again, and come back and check it. If it is completed, then let's actually duplicate this here. Then what we will do is we will get the updated file here. Now again, how do you get it? You go to the results API endpoint here, and you pass on the job ID. Okay, everything else remains the same. So in order to do that, let's run this workflow, and obviously it's going to fail on this status node because we haven't supplied the job ID. So let's open it, and then here in the expression part, we put the job ID here, and then obviously run it, which is going to run the wait for 5 seconds again, and then hit it. But this time it will be successful, so we will have more details here. As you can see, the status is complete, so we have to just compare to make sure that it's true, so that it goes to the true part. And then in the result part, in place of this job ID here, we would just drag and drop this job ID and then run it. This will fetch the end resulted file. So this is our end result. Let's copy it. So again, this was our initial video. As you can see, there's no text overlay, and then this is the final. There you go. You have a text here overlay on your video. Perfect. So as you can see, you can add hundreds and thousands of watermarks on your videos with the automation programmatically. Any questions? Please give me a thumbs up, and any questions in the comments. Thank you.